Hey everyone, my name is Chris. Some of you might know me as Wishbone from Viking Zero Reviews. So I came to Patrick at Diabetes Management Group, not as a diabetic, but as someone who was concerned with becoming possible type 2 diabetic. I was going to my doctor and he was monitoring my hemoglobin A1C. I had just recently gotten on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. And so he would do the blood test for my hemoglobin A1C. And I was always at the upper range on the test. I was always at a 5.4, I think was the highest I had been. And that was a concern for me because my friend Jeff Viking from Viking Zero Reviews, he is a type 2 diabetic. And so I was really concerned about myself becoming a type 2 diabetic because I know all the health risks that come along with it. Jeff had given me a constant glucose monitor and I started monitoring my glucose. I was doing 10-minute walks after meals, and no matter what, my glucose was always at 100 or higher, about 120, I think is what I was usually at. I would do my 10, 15-minute walks after meals, but for some reason, my blood sugar just wouldn't go down. And that's when Jeff introduced me to Patrick from Diabetes Management Group. And I had told Patrick what was going on, that no matter what, my blood sugar, when I would check it with the finger prick test, or even the constant glucose monitor, was always at 100 or greater, even after the 10-minute walks post-meal. I was eating pretty well, lots of meat, so chicken or steak, not too many processed foods. Carbs were fairly low at the time. I was doing 80 grams of carbs a day. I was tracking my food, so not too bad. And the blood sugar just wouldn't go down. And Patrick, he asked me what my fiber looked like. And I don't think much about fiber. Most people don't. And so I checked chronometer on my phone and I checked my app, and my daily fiber intake was probably at like 10, maybe 20 grams of fiber a day at the highest. And so he just told me, he said, just tweak one little thing, supplement with fiber, then add fiber. You might continue doing my 10-minute walks after meals and do my fiber, and supplement with fiber. And basically like the doctor, see me in a couple weeks. And I was a little skeptical at first about it, but I did it because I wanted to be around. I want to be around for a long time for my kids and for my wife. I want to get in good shape. I want to be able to run with them and play with them and go on hikes with them and just do all the fun stuff. I don't want to be a disabled dad if I don't have to be. And so, like I said, I was a little skeptical at first, but I did it. And within about a month of just adding a fiber supplement, I just Metamucil, one level tablespoon in the morning, one level tablespoon before dinner. And I started seeing changes almost immediately. When I started doing the finger prick test again, I was dropping pretty quickly from the hundreds all the time to the 90s. And then after, I think I said about a month, anywhere between 78 post-meal, 10 to 15 minutes post-meal, maybe 80 if I actually had some carb bread or something that was high in carbs or fruit. But now whenever I check my finger, whenever I do the finger prick test, I'm 80 after a meal, in the 70s and 80s. It's awesome. I don't feel lethargic anymore post meals now, because I used to get that lethargy post meals, especially with carbohydrates and whatnot. I don't feel that anymore. I'm just overall thankful, because I did have concerns over becoming a diabetic, and my doctor just said, no, you're normal, you're fine. But Patrick understood where I was at, and he gave me those tips and helped me out a lot. I know my wife's thankful and I'm thankful, because like I said, I know there's a lot of health risks that come along with being a type 2 diabetic. But he also helped me out too with my knees. He actually sent me a couple of videos to actually help with my knees. One of them is you sit down and you feel your abdomen. I can't get it on video right now, but you feel it like right above your pelvic bone. And basically you're doing a crossover with an elbow to the knee and the same thing. And I'm able to squat down comfortably without being in pain now, or without being in extreme pain. I know it's a process, I'll be honest, but they're working. They're definitely working, because I do notice my mobility in my knees is getting a lot better. I don't want to be a disabled dad if I don't have to be. And I know my health is in my control. At least like 99% of my health is in my control. So I want to thank Patrick at the Diabetes Management Group. If it wasn't for him, like I said, my doctor wasn't taking me seriously. He said I was normal, even though my blood sugar was always higher for somebody who wasn't diabetic. and I don't want to have all those problems that come along with it. So anyways, thank you, Patrick, with Diabetes Management Group, everybody else there. You guys are doing an awesome thing, helping people get healthier. Those who have diabetes, you're helping them manage it and get it under control. And those who don't, who actually have concern about it, you're actually helping us keep from becoming pre-diabetic or full-blown type 2 diabetic. So anyways, this is Wishbone. That's how I always close my videos out. Have a good night, guys.